All right. Test, test. Hello? All right. Test, test. It's working? Okay. Hello? Trying to test out the audio right now. Test, test. All right, I guess, okay, no lag spikes. No lag spikes. Yeah, I know it's working. It's just that I never had that experience before where it just does lag spikes on me. I've never experienced that before. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I mean, it's typically normal for a stream to do that. I mean, it's normal for streams to mess up. It really is. Oh, I'm in the wrong live stream. Am I? Okay. I'm gonna wait until everyone starts. I'm gonna give like a few minutes for people to settle into the stream before I get started. Because this stream is going to be about Hurricane Kirk and what it's going to do If you're now just tuning in, I apologize for the previous stream that occurred. For some reason, I was having some lag spikes, which unfortunately caused some issues here and there, but hopefully I don't experience that. But if it's happening again, let me know, and then I'll cancel the live stream. But I don't think I'm experiencing any lag issues, so I think we're good. It'll just be a couple more minutes. And then we will get started. Actually, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna delete this old live stream that failed miserably on. There we go. Okay, we have the current one on. Oh, sorry, got OBS open. Let's go back to this. Why don't you have better equipment? Why don't you be better at trolling? Oh my God, I just realized it's freaking Eric from Mark Payton. He's just trolling me. Oh, that's funny.
Come to my room, please.
Hold on one second. Okay, so, man, the fact that we had like followers and we had a lot of people watching, yet I got lag spikes, was the worst timing. And now people are not tuning in anymore. This is the worst thing to ever happen to me. Oh my God. Man, this sucks. I did not expect that to happen, yet look what happened. Look what happened. It's unfortunate. Oh man. It's me. Get out of my stream, Eric. You're not allowed. You're banned forever. Okay. All right, let's start over. Welcome to the stream. If those who just tuned in, I did a couple of tests and everything, but unfortunately there were a couple of issues that I was experiencing. The one issue that I was having is the fact that I was just, like the thumbnail, I was trying to make a thumbnail and all of a sudden it was giving me an error. And then when I tried again, and then when I showed the beginning, when I first showed the hurricane in a GIF or something like that, or it's animated, it would lag spike for me. And there was like almost a dozen people that just tuned in, and it happened at the worst time. It really did. And now when I fixed the stream, there's now barely people watching. I think they're in the previous stream that I deleted, but either that or I don't know, but that happened at the worst exact timing, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. So, man, what a night already. But anyways, I'm going to be real quick with this because I don't have much time tonight because I have to go to bed soon because I have to wake up early tomorrow to pick up my car. So definitely going to be quick with this. This is only going to be talking about Kirk, only Kirk. And then we're going to talk about the severe weather. So here is Kirk right here. Definitely right now a major hurricane. It's right now a major hurricane out in the Atlantic Ocean, but it's not going to make any impact towards the U.S. at all, I don't think. But it's going to cause a lot of problems for like the fish and stuff like that. Definitely going to be out there experiencing some really bad winds and maybe a super outbreak of water spouts. But yeah, I know it's you. I know. But anyways. So we do have Kirk right here. Like I said, not going to make impact towards anything. We also have Leslie back here, which is right now a tropical storm. It's also going to do the same thing as what Kirk is doing. It's definitely going to also become a fish storm. These two are not a threat at all. So keep that in mind. If you live in the Gulf states or something like that. I would have a sigh of relief because nothing major is going to hit you guys. So that's good. That's great news. So here's our satellite imagery of this. You got, man, look at Kirk. That is, you can see it, a very organized hurricane in the Atlantic right now. We also have Leslie down there trying to get its act together. I don't think Leslie is going to be a major hurricane like Kirk is right now because Kirk is just absorbing most of the warm waters out there. So definitely I would definitely be aware. I would be aware of watching this beautifully because it's gonna do nothing. So including Leslie. So definitely cool to see. Here's our 7-day outlook for tropical weather. Remember this disturbance I was talking about for the previous streams? Well, right now it used to downtrend, but now it's uptrending again. Now it's at a 40% chance of development within 7 days because we might see some sort of development occur in the Pacific Ocean. Then it's going to ride up into Mexico and into the Gulf, and it could re-intensify itself into the Gulf because of how warm the waters are out there. So it's definitely something we got to keep an eye out on. But right now, in the next stream, if I do go live, probably around Saturday or Sunday, I'll probably provide an update on this particular disturbance or something like that if it occurs. Because some models are projecting it to cause some problems somewhere in the Gulf states. So we'll be talking about that in the next stream. All right, so let's go to our tropical tidbits. Hopefully it doesn't lag spike on me. If it lag spikes on me, let me know. So here is our projected path for Kirk. You can see right now it's a major hurricane. It is a category, I think it's a category 3 or yeah, it's category 3. It's actually, no, it's a category 4. Okay, I might be stupid. So it is a category 4 at 130 miles per hour. It's expected to be around a category 4 and not become anything else. There are some chances that it becomes a category 5, but I just don't see that in my opinion. Definitely going to peak at around category 4 and intensity to it. So yeah, that's probably what it's going to do. And then, like I said before, it's going to curve out to sea like usual and then weaken out slowly. And then it's going to become a subtropical storm in the Europe area. Definitely the UK and Ireland needs to be watching out for this because this could impact them pretty badly. So yeah, let's look at our spaghetti models here. Here's our spaghetti models. You can see all of them are saying it's going to be a category 4, and then most of them show it downtrending or not downtrending, weakening out. Most of them weakening out fast to like a tropical storm. Some of them want to stay a little longer or want the storm to stay alive a little longer as a hurricane. But I think the majority of models are going to make it weaken pretty quickly. But you got the two other spaghetti models that indicate it staying at a major hurricane, which I'm not buying. Like there's this one like model that wants it to be at borderline Cat 5. Which, like I said, I'm not buying at all. And also, here's the satellite imagery of this hurricane. Very well organized eye. Look at that. That is the most organized eye I've ever seen in my life. So definitely would be, it's definitely cool to look at though. All right, let's look at Leslie. What is Leslie going to do? All right, let's look at our spaghetti models here. This is what it looks like. It shows the same thing for like of what Kirk is doing. It shows it curving out to sea, not causing any issues. Hi, Bind Beam and NG. I'm glad you are safe from Helene a week ago. You guys were hit really bad over there and sending a lot of prayers. Stream froze. Is it because I'm using this freaking website? Is that what it is? Spaghetti models here. This is what it looks like. It shows the same thing for it shows it curving out to sea, not causing any issues. Okay, I think I know why it's freezing. So whenever I look at that satellite imagery of the hurricane, it causes me to lag really bad. That might be why it's doing that. I'm probably not going to look at the satellite imagery next time because it can really be a problem. It can cause problems to the stream. So I'm definitely not going to go on that website for a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. So anyways, looking at the GFS, you got a very well organized hurricane over here in the Atlantic Ocean currently. Let's look at our forecast loop here. Man, sometimes Pivotal just loves to take forever. It shows it curving out to sea, not causing any issues. Why is my mic just so low quality now? What the heck's going on? I don't know why it's freezing. So, oh, never mind. This is my audio. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyways, continuing on, here we got Helene. Right now the GFS prints out this going out to sea, which is accurate. I think it's definitely going to do that. And then you got Leslie coming out from the corner, definitely going to do the same thing as well. Look at that, just immediately organized and then boop, gone. So it's really cool to look at because it looks like Leslie's taking the same path as Kirk is doing right now. And I'm impressed how it still is just strengthening because of how the warm waters are being absorbed into Kirk. And then Leslie, on the other hand, is it's just strengthening. So let's look at our millibars, or our low pressure. And right now the GFS prints out on 952 millibar low. That's around like a category 3, maybe a category 4. A highly likelihood of category 4. And then it just shows it weakening out. I mean, it still shows it at the same intensity, but doesn't get any stronger than that. And then it just goes out to sea. For Leslie, a little bit weaker, but it still shows it just being its own thing and just boom, and it's gone, just like that. So Kirk and Leslie are just going to be typical fish storms. Can you talk about the Gulf one instead of Kirk because it will bring 30 inches of rain? I actually was going to talk about that. I did talk about that disturbance, which I was going to say it later in the stream, or say later. So I'm definitely going to get to it. So I won't ignore that at all. So that's pretty much it. I mean, like Omar said, you can see got some sort of activity going on there. I'll be looking at that right now. Let's look at the Gulf of Mexico here. I think this is very important. Never mind, it's freezing again. Immediately organized and then boop, gone. So has to be my Wi-Fi, guys. I think because of the new Wi-Fi we got, it keeps freezing, and it's really cool to look at because it looks like Leslie's taking it. It's probably my Wi-Fi, guys. I'm gonna talk to my dad about it and say, hey, I don't know what's going on. Why is my stream cutting out? Is it because of the Wi-Fi? Do we need to get better service? Stuff like that. It has to be my Wi-Fi, and I deeply apologize about that, guys. This stream is going to be it's going to be like that, unfortunately. So anyways, let's talk about the current disturbance that could occur with this. So right now animating this still, and you can see it just slowly intensifying to a 992 millibar low, which is around like, I'd say around like a tropical storm at best, I'd say the least. I'd say around a tropical storm is likely with this. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You can see some heavy rainfall occurring in Florida, right around this intensity. Although it's a tropical storm and you're not going to experience like the worst winds of the storm or anything, like you're not going to experience like what Helene did, it's definitely still going to cause problems. I still see this being a flash flood type situation for people who live in like Florida or something like that. But unfortunately, fortunately, these are models, and the GFS indicates it going this path right here. So that's pretty much it. So here's the 12Z GFS, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Doesn't show anything happening. It doesn't show like any tropical activity at all, or it doesn't show it being very organized. It just looks pretty, it just doesn't look good according to the 12Z. But the 18Z does show something that could occur with this. Looking at our rainfall totals, which I'm going to be talking about. Never mind, it's freezing again. So here's our rainfall totals according to the 18Z GFS, and I don't know why it's doing that. And wow, look at that. a pretty intense rainfall here. You got like around 10 inches of rain somewhere in like Sarasota, Bradenton, south of Tampa. It's definitely, there are 27 inches of rain. Okay, I was wrong. I thought it would be 10 inches or 15. But man, this is just doubled that, which can cause some flooding problems over there. So yeah, if you live in like Bradenton, if you live in like the southern side of Tampa, like Bradenton, Sarasota, not Naples, Siesta Key, definitely watch out for this storm. This could cause some flooding problems. And it does show some, and models do indicate it being like a big rainmaker over there. Let's look at the European model, for example. You're fine. Okay, appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna get that fixed soon. So according to the European model, you can see where it's gonna make landfall at. Right around here, definitely a little bit less of a rainmaker, but still is going to cause some flooding problems over there. But I mean, the European model doesn't really do good with stuff like this, so I'd usually use. I kind of do buy the GFS, but I feel like if the GFS and European combined into one model, I think it's going to be in between like 15 inches of rain or something like that. So definitely be aware if you live over here. So, but I wouldn't like say, hey, evacuate the area. Don't evacuate. It's just going to be a rainmaker. Back in June of this year, I was vacationing in Sarasota, and apparently, I went through a tropical. Like a disturbance, and it caused like rain. There was some flooding problems there, but it wasn't like that bad, thankfully. So we were perfectly fine. I think like we did survive the flooding and everything. So people were stranded. So yeah, we were staying in that one hotel, or that one like motel in Siesta Key. That really caused some flooding problems over there. So yeah, definitely would be aware if you're not already. Alrighty. I think that's pretty much it for the tropics. If you have any questions about the tropics, ask me anything. I'll definitely let you know what can or can't not occur. But right now, the models that show you what's going to happen is pretty uncertain. So things can easily change. Things cannot easily change. We'll see what happens. All right, moving on, we're going to talk about our severe weather. This is going to be our severe weather throughout the rest of October, because I want to talk about that. So right now, this is today, we have some zonal flow going on, which is going to keep everything nice, and it's going to keep everything pretty chill. We're probably going to see some quiet activity. We're not seeing any troughs at the moment here. And then once tomorrow or Saturday occurs, that's when our trough action returns. You definitely got some troughing going on here. Not a severe weather maker, but if it were to be a severe weather maker, I definitely wouldn't rule out a marginal risk over here, somewhere in the upper Midwest, up here in October. But something to keep an eye out on. And then you got some ridging going on. We're definitely going to experience a warm fall for most of us here. So definitely going to be, if you don't want the heat anymore, it's definitely, we're not seeing a sign of it going away. But right now we are going to experience trough and high pressure systems just dominating the US. And then a lot of uncertainty still remains with this. I think this October is probably going to be a little quieter, in my opinion. I mean, if you live in like the South, I definitely see severe weather ramping up. But right now, I'm not sure if we're going to experience a severe weather outbreak in the future. Definitely something I'm not really seeing at all, which is good news. The only thing I might see is some cool downs like this, for example. Could see a cool down in the northern Midwest, like Wisconsin, This area, Michigan, definitely going to experience the cool down. Illinois, including my area too, we might get some cool down as well. I mean, it is October after all, so we're definitely going to see a hit or miss with cool and warm temperatures. Let's talk about our the rest. So everything's going to be nice and dry for the majority of us, except if you live in like Florida or the Gulf states. I mean, you're definitely going to get some rain, but other than that, I'm not seeing anything too concerning, except for this flood maker that's going to occur in Florida. But other than that, I don't see much occurring, except for we might have this trough occur. Definitely might cause some isolated severe weather, just depending on what happens. And look at this back here, guys. Look at this. You see the blues right here? This is snow. There's like heavy snow that might occur with this next trough that we might see in a couple of days. And Canada's going to get some snow, which is pretty interesting. And you got some like purples out back in the back side, which is definitely going to indicate heavier snow. And then you got this this troublemaker of a disturbance causing some flooding problems. And you can still see more snow in Canada. And then a lot of uncertainty remains, and you got this cool down that might come in next week, but it's very uncertain, really uncertain. But in the next like couple of weeks, we could see something like this. It just depends on what happens. And if you live in like this area right here, you're definitely going to experience some cooler weather. Which is great news. I think I do indeed want cooler weather for once. I think it would be pretty interesting to see right now. Definitely hitting my zone, but right now this is like 300 hours out. This is super inaccurate. I don't think this is going to happen, but it may happen. It's October. It may happen. So we could see some snow up there occur in the upper Midwest in Canada. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let's look at our SPC outlooks are just it's just marginal risk and DSCM. So, all right, here's our temperature outlook. So the Great Plains is definitely going to experience a bit of warmer weather over there, but in the eastern side, they're going to experience some cooler weather, which is actually a sigh of relief. The Carolinas, where they got hit the hardest by Helene, are definitely experiencing cooler weather, which is great news. I bet they are sick and tired of the heat that's scorching on them after the disaster that occurred. So definitely need that cool down. So yeah, definitely deserve a cool down. So that's pretty much it.